Welcome back, friends. It's Sonia here from GrowingCraft. It's really late night here in Bangalore, and I really wanted to do this decoupage on this small tiny candle, and I absolutely love the size of this one. So this is approximately 2 inch in height, and I totally love this one. So if you remember, I had done two video tutorials on decoupage on candle. So one was this with the your mediums, and the other one is this one, the mosaic decoupage. This I had done with my heat gun. Yes, with this heat gun. So the videos of these two candles, decoupage work on these two candles, is already live, and as the Christmas is coming up, I thought why not to create another uh, decoupage work on candle. And this time I wanted to use the same tissue paper. I absolutely loved this color combination. This is so gorgeous, and yes, at the end of it I have to show you something regarding this, so please stay tuned till the end of this video. So as I told you that this is a very tiny and small one, so I have decided to use just these berries on my candles. So for that I will have to check out and trim out some of the berry portions. So with my paintbrush I am just trimming this up, and I just need to make sure that I do this really safely. I did not want to do the fussy cutting work as it is going to take too much of time. Now here I could realize that I have actually taken off so much of paper, so I'm just removing the excessive with my fingers. Just be gentle, because if your design is wet, then it will also come out, so you have to be careful with this. So yes, here it is done. Okay, this looks nice. I can actually remove this area also. Okay, this one portion is done. I will need couple of more pieces, so I am trying to use this these pieces which is from the paper design which I had used earlier. So yeah, this is done. Yes, this is done now. So I'm just dipping off my brush a bit, and I will trim out the excessive pieces. This is super easy and super fun too. So yeah, I'm almost done. So let me just check that how many pieces we will be needing. So I want to cover this completely. So is this half length what I have covered? I will need few more. Maybe I'll take up this one. Yes, so I'll just remove the excessive part. Dip your paintbrush, the round brushes, in the water, and it's ready to go, and you can easily remove so much of excessive tissue. Done. I'm almost done. One last piece, and I think for that I will pick up which one shall I take this one? So maybe I can do that in some angle and just try to fit this one too to my base. So I think I'm almost done. I'm quite happy with my trimming work right now. And now it's time to give them a quick dry so that I can easily remove the plies. yes, this has dried out well. Now you need to do this step, or you can just let it dry naturally. Why this step is important? Because many a times what happens is that we don't realize we start using the wet tissue papers, and then edges, they easily get ruined. So that's really important to make sure that your decoupage tissue has dried out well after doing this brush watering technique, so that when you use your napkins on your artwork, it works perfectly. Now, yes, I am almost done. Okay, now for this one I am going to use my DIY Mod Podge. Yes, so here is my DIY decoupage glue. I have already posted a video tutorial on how to make your own decoupage glue. You can check that on my channel. And now I need to start sticking these beautiful napkins to my base. So here I will apply a good coat of Mod Podge on my complete candle. So I'll start with one portion, then with another flat brush. All my brushes have gone for cleaning now. Okay, so yes, with another flat brush I'm just gently pressing this one, and done. This is done. Now with this one I will just give a quick coat of Mod Podge to this. Now I'm going to repeat this step for all the pieces, and I just want to make sure that they are closer to each other so that it looks like I have sticked the same design everywhere. So I'm taking this one, sticking it here, and then actually it's a very small space, so I really don't need another piece of flat brush to stick this. This is working really fine. Now I need to start sticking here on this area. So I am taking up this piece. So when you see, it looks like it is joining in. That's the beautiful part of your doing decoupage on candles, that you can play around with the tissues and they all just look so fab. And now for the last piece, I will have to see that how I'm going to add this one. Maybe like this. Oh, this has actually come up perfectly. Wow, this has come up perfectly on my candle, and this is looking so gorgeous. Just imagine a beautiful candle with all the berries out there, and this looks just perfect for your Christmas decor. And yes, now very quickly I am going to put my brushes in the jar of water so that it does not dry out and I can clean it later on. And very quickly I'm going to run my heat gun on the complete candle so that it dries out quickly, and then we can do the next step. So I'll just keep it aside to dry out. And yes, so I was talking about this candle. So now if you can really see, I had done a glossy Mod Podge in this one, the gloss finish Mod Podge, and yes, after some days I could see that I can see the edges of this tissue paper, which is not good. It should not be visible. Can you really see these white papers? So for this, just in case if you have done a candle with your Mod Podge, be it the matte finish or the glossy finish, and you still see the edges. So here is a quick tip. Heat gun is the best tool. Just run your heat gun quickly on the complete surface. Just make sure you do it quickly, don't overdo it, otherwise your wax is going to melt down, your candle is going to melt down. So it should be done very quickly on the complete areas, and this is actually going to just absorb the napkin to its skin. So let's do it. Like I said, you will have to be really quick. Do not overdo the heat gun in one area, otherwise it is just going to melt your candle. So run your heat gun, press it with your fingers, and it's really good to go. So yes, I think I can hold it with this, and I just want to show you quickly that now those lines are not visible. Just be careful, because once you have used your heat gun, it's going to be wet, hot for some time. Here I think I need to run a little more of my heat gun. So yes, now if I run my candle, you really can't see the paper lines. Can you really see? No, it's not visible at all. It's looking as if it has been printed. And by this time this candle has also almost dried out. So here anyways I am going to run my heat gun so that this does not come up and shows me the white base. Now, especially when you are working with a small candle, please be really careful. With the bigger ones, you don't realize it, but with the smaller ones, they just come. The heat comes to your hands and fingers, and it's really hurting. So please be really careful when you are doing this step. Okay, so here I am done, just giving a good press to my napkin so that it sticks well, because my wax is still hot. It's still a bit hot, and yes, it's done. Now the very last thing, I just thought of adding some really nice these small beads. So these are very tiny red and green stones. I have some of the yellow shades, but I am planning to use only the red stones. And now I have to stick this, and now for sticking this I am going to have my liquid adhesive. So I'm just going to put up a dot, and I will be sticking these stones. So I'm not going to add a line of it, just the random stones here and there. So I'm using these as a fillers, and once you burn the candles, they are just going to fall apart, mix with your wax, and that's absolutely fine, because these are just very small number of stones what I have put here, and they are going to look super gorgeous. So yes, I am also going to add some of the stones in this candle, and this is one of the very easy and beautiful DIY decor for your Christmas. and trust me, it's going to look fab. It's going to just look so gorgeous. And in this pattern you can create varieties of your decor, your candle pieces and your home decor pieces, and they are going to look just so fun. So here I am done with my another candle. Let me add one more stone here. I am absolutely loving this one. So this looks gorgeous, and with this my another tutorial on decoupage on candle is done. This was an very easy decor for your Christmas. So I really hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. Yes, I am going to list all the video material description in the down description box. Do check that. Thank you so much for watching. Yes, the links are also there so that you can just directly buy them. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.
Passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur a sculpté de son ciseau d'orfèvre des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque